course, we have our own position, and you'll know it at the proper time.
Habol ko lang. Nasa kanila po yung box ng BIR. Any legal move? Kasi we understand parang there's a movement from BIR to withdraw, but the committee refused to do it. So, anong plano po ng defensive kasi they're still in possession of that box?
Well, I think it was clear from the BIR's position itself, no? The commissioner during the transmittal even mentioned the confidentiality of all these returns. Specifically, I think Section 270, if I'm not mistaken, of the tax code, no? So, nilatag na naman niya yon, no? And in fact, dun sa transmittal, when we saw it, nakasulat doon, it can be given as long as it's in executive session and by request by Congress and in aid of legislation, which this is not, no? Hindi to in aid of legislation. So, kami naman, we'll just monitor the developments and syempre bilang abogado, kung makikita namin na violate yung rights ng aming kliyente, we will have to do everything to protect, you know, the rights of the Vice President. Attorney Sheila, you wanted to add, no?
Just in addition, balikan ko yung tanong ni, what's the name of the lady? Ni Miss Marisol, with respect dun sa sinabi niya na kagulat-gulat daw, marahil, no, kamangha-mangha na bilang ng salapi na sinabi o binanggit kahapon sa Committee on Justice. Pero I think what we also need to remember is, despite the alleged amount that were presented yesterday, doon sa sinasabi nila na AMLAC reports, ng SDRs, CTRs, etc. Walang kahit ano na sinabi rin ang AMLAC that any of these SDRs or transactions was linked to any unlawful activity. Yun ang dapat na malinaw. And I think yun ang dapat din nating maging gabay, no? Bago natin paniwalaan o kunin yung mga impormasyon lamang na inilalatag sa ating harapan. All I'm saying is, before we draw any conclusions, again, we should look at the fundamental issue. Kailan ba ang tamang panahon para matest itong mga sinasabi nilang ebidensya? At saan? Tamang panahon, during trial, before the impeachment court. And the defense team is ready to respond in detail when that happens.
Next is Ms. Victoria Pilat, ABS-CBN.
Good afternoon po. Kahapon po lumabas din sa hearing na di umano nakatanggap ng pera si VP Sara and her relatives from a certain Samuel Uy na allegedly ay isa pong drug lord. Comment nyo lang po dito. And does she know Samuel Uy?
Thank you, Victoria. As to her personally knowing Samuel Uy, hindi namin napag-usapan pa. But with, I think it's open, it's public information naman na kaibigan talaga ni PRRD, si Samuel Uy. Now, as to the allegation of him being a drug lord, I think that's, I don't have the facts. That's merely an allegation, no? So we shouldn't conclude anything out of that. Again, unless proven in the court of law, I don't even want to go there and say alleged drug lord. Saka kawawa rin naman kasi yung tao, no, na nadadama yung pangalan. Pagdating dito sa mga perang na banggit kahapon, I think ang sabi ay manager's check. We have to note that ang nakasabi lang naman is a manager's check was allegedly nagpagawa ng manager's check, allegedly si Sammy Uy, wherein the recipients are the Vice President and ganito and who else. So, yun lang yung nakasulat no? Wala naman dun anything na natanggap talaga nila. And as you know, the Vice President already issued a statement denying that she had received any of these amounts of money that were presented yesterday. Now, again, we don't want to get into the details, but those checks, we're confident that we will be able to clarify everything and show the public kung ano talaga yung nangyari sa checks and kung meron man talaga, no, pagdating ng trial.
And also, attorney, si Committee on Justice Chair Luis Tro, sinabi naman po niya kanina sa isang interview na the evidence versus VP Sara surpassed threshold of probable cause for impeachment. Your comment on it?
Well, I guess, again, with all due respect to Chairperson Luis Tro, no, I don't want to be debating with her, but it's being the chairperson of the Committee on Justice, sabi nila, yan nga ang trabaho nila, mag-determine ng probable cause with that statement. So I guess we know what her position is. And if they put it to a vote, again, nasa kanila naman yan, yung determination ng probable cause. If it so happens that talagang magkaroon ng determination of probable cause, this is given to plenary and transmitted, tayo, we will not anymore debate on what they did there, but we will just face them in the Senate. Of course, without waiving the petition that we filed before the Supreme Court regarding what we see as constitutional infirmities dito sa mga proceedings na ito.
Next is Mr. Jason Rubico, SMNI.
Hello, Ms. Jason Panang, SMNI News. Sir, first question, well, under po sa AMLA, banks are under po sa Section 9 ng AMLA, it provides po that SDRs and CTRs shall not be disclosed and are protected from public release. And this confidentiality po is reinforced by the Bank Secrecy Law and related financial privacy laws. So, babalikan ko yung tanong, sir, posible po bang may nalabag na batas ang AMLA at ang House Committee on Justice sa paglalantad po ng bank accounts ni VP Sara Duterte and Attorney Mans Carpio, and posible po ba na dadalhin din po ninyo ang usapin na ito sa Korte Suprema if may nakita po kayong paglabag sa constitutional rights ni VP Sara?
Can I think you said it yourself, no? Kung yun yung nilalaman ng batas, malinaw naman yung sinasabi ng batas, that those information are strictly confidential, cannot be disclosed, hindi ba? But we've seen otherwise from what happened before the committee hearing yesterday. Now, as to any actions that we plan to take or the personalities involved plan to take, that's something that I hope you understand we will not be able to disclose at this point.
Yeah, but just to add on, we are, and just to emphasize, we are fully aware, in fact, that Section 8A, if I'm not mistaken, of the law as amended. No?
Sir, second question, ano po ang panawagan po ninyo sa public? Kasi parang ang lumalabas po na lahat po ng mga sinasabi doon sa House Committee on Justice ay parang tinatanggap na katotohanan ng iilan. So ano po ang panawagan ninyo sa publiko sa gitna po ng usapin ngayon